Hi everybody, I'm Krabby Game Guy. Welcome to episode 68, part 2 of our XCOM2 War of the Chosen playthrough in Legend Ironman. Well, we've made it to the final room and the final assault. A lot of fidelity here, but we're going to try to get through this and win this campaign. Just to remind you, this is my first ever Legend campaign, start to finish. We've had some rough patches, but we've had some success late in the game, as is usual, and we want to try to finish on a high note here. We've had a pretty good start to the first half of this mission. We managed to only use up a portion of our consumables. We have a lot of heavy weapons left. We used a mimic beacon and we used 2 medkits. No surprise when going up against so many enemies, but I think we're in very, very good shape. I took the liberty of going ahead and overwatching 4 or 5 times to get the cooldowns back, so everybody should be at full strength. One issue I have run into in recording this mission, I have had 4 crashes on the first or second move this run here, so I'm going to try to move a little bit differently to a different spot. My issue is with the grapple on the sharpshooter. For some reason, that's just causing me to crash, and it's starting to get pretty frustrating. So I'm going to change things up and just readjust my moves and readjust the location as to where we grapple to. And I'm hoping that solves the problem. Let's not waste any more time. We've been working for months to try to successfully win this campaign, and now's the time to go out and kill 3 avatars. Let's go do it.
Copy that.
I think our PsyOp's going to play an important role here. He's got so many powers, and we're going to have to use him to our full advantage, and do him in the proper order.
Sono stufa di aspettare.
I'm going to move everybody into a reasonable firing position before I move the commander, and I think I'll have him be the one who actually triggers the pack. Obviously, like I said, I've tried to run this mission 4 times now today, and you know, we've had crashes, so I know where the first group of enemies are. And quite honestly, they're always in the same place anyway, so you know, it'll be your avatar and 2 archons, so kind of a built-in strategy for that anyway. So this is about as clean as I could make this. Alright, let's put the commander in a position where he'll trigger, and then we'll go to work.
Save your world. Return to us. There can be no more delay.
Though I find the possibilities proposed by the creature intriguing, I believe we are past the point of rational discourse. We didn't come here to talk.
Yeah, take it down.
Your persistence is admirable, but tired. It is time to accept the path laid out before you, Commander.
Return to us. You were once our greatest asset against this world. It can be so once again.
I always wonder why the speaker gets a line in at that point in the game. I mean, didn't an angry mob kill him just not that long ago, before we started this episode? Alright, let's see if we can do some damage to both of these. He'll also get an opportunity to do a mind control on that Archon, and that would be epic if he could get that. Of course, he'll miss on the Avatar, but he has an opportunity to mind control this Archon, and that's exactly what we're hoping for. And we get it. Great. That is about as good as first turn as you could possibly ask for. And the Avatar moves closer to us.
Venga ya.
And we miss. Been the story of this campaign, quite honestly. Alright, here's where I crash. Wish me luck. I'm going to move to a different position than I was trying to.
Passo da sopra.
I wanted to move him to the outside of that ledge, or her to the outside of that ledge. And it looks like we made it. That's good. Let's hope everything stays stable. I don't want to have to try this again. Deadeye's in a great position to get up a shot from a lot of different directions. Being up where she is, we're going to try to get the Avatar to move somewhere in her vicinity. We'll overwatch here.
Na luz, fatevi sotto. My senses are keen.
And incoming start to come our way. I got a feeling this is going to be the story of this. We're going to get a lot more enemies than what I'm used to. Wow. That was a lot of damage. And sure enough, we're getting more. But again, I want to focus on the Avatar. Cannot reach the sectoids with blazing pinions. Doing it to him would do good. See if we can't move him closer. I think that'll work. We'll do some damage to these guys, keep them occupied with the Archons. And hopefully they'll have as much trouble killing him as we do, because of his abilities to dodge. We will go after this crew of Vipers with the same thing. And the Avatar is left alone. And we can start figuring out a strategy to get a shot in on him. It's pretty far back, so I'm going to move Klein to the middle of the map on high ground. I think that gives us the best opportunity to get a shot off at him, regardless of where he lands after he teleports. That's a reasonable opportunity. Let's go ahead and make it guaranteed. Alright, good. And of course he moves away. That's not what we were hoping for.
Done.
Not the shot I was really looking for, but we'll go ahead and take it.
Got it covered. I'll keep a watchful eye. Poniéndome en guardia.
Now that's a surprise. Usually you have to kill the first avatar before you see a second one. But now we do have 2 on the board, and that's not really a bad thing if we can get in a position to fire on them. It's the other 4 goons that were with him that we have to watch out for. Mind control is going to be a problem, especially with only one PSYOP.
Verschwinde aus meinem Kopf!
That was a good shot. I don't know how he came out of mind control, though. That was kind of interesting. He's going to attempt it, but that won't work on the PSYOP, so we're good there. Yeah, move right there. There you go.
Whoa.
It's not the person I want to have hit. She's the one we need to keep alive, her and the commander. I love it. Those Vipers are not moving. They're going to get blown up by the blazing pinions. That's good. Quite a bit of damage to them. Likewise on the sectoids. That's good. Alright. Awesome.
La corazza ha resistito.
I'd love to get rid of the mind control.
You're going to be all
I'm gonna go stasis on the avatar. So when he comes out, Klein will be in a position to fire at him. We do have 2 blaster bombs. These things have unbelievable range. And if we can do some damage to this avatar, that would be great. So let's try it. Love that thing. Klein will have a shot there. Not a great one. If we freeze him there, that's a pretty good position for him to get stuck in for a couple of turns. Or a couple of moves. Not turns. And she can get a shot. Thanks to Salvo. Let's try to rupture him.
Schmerzen gefällig?
Very nice. Good shot.
I'm going.
Again, this is too good of a shot to pass up on. We'll make it a guaranteed shot with hail of bullets. Not as much damage as I was hoping for, but good, nevertheless. And this could be a kill. Outstanding. One down. And one on the board.
¿Qué hay ahí?
Love to kill a couple of these sectoids, if not all three of them. I don't think I can get all three. I'm gonna have to settle for two.
Preparaos para la descarga.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think my commander can take this guy out. And he can, good job. Yeah, no, let's do blazing pinions on these guys again. Wow. Misclick. Well. At least he's a target for them to shoot at, so. Don't think the misclick's gonna hurt me that bad. God, they keep coming, man. And they're all scary. Archons are tough to kill.
Erleide schweren Schaden.
Okay. As much as I like that position there, she is kind of a sitting duck. That was a lucky miss.
Ich bin hier festgenagelt.
Yeah, that's not a. It's a good offensive position for Klein, but a terrible defensive position. She is taking heavy fire. And more incoming.
Mehrere Feinde nähern sich unserer Position.
Klein has her own medkit, so I'm gonna have Goblin heal herself and then take this 94% shot. Man, 140% crit. That ought to be good. And it's the furthest thing from good. Jeez. and then he moves away. That's frustrating. Well, let's see if we can't move Klein
Genug gewartet.
into a little bit better partial cover. God, that's a terrible shot. She does have run and gun. Let's see if we can do it,
Nähere mich Ziel.
make it a little bit better.
Legen wir endlich los.
That's not much better. See what we can do. Alright, that's good. That's a crit. That's good. He still stays pretty far away. Deciding whether or not I want to use this blaster bomb. Guaranteed damage on him.
No use running.
Okay, we've got him down really low. He just will not come closer to us. That's a problem. Alright, cross your fingers. Let's see if we can do another grapple without crashing. I'd really hate to crash here.
Uso il rampino.
That's a kill. Beautiful. Alright, 2 down. 1 more to go. Something tells me this is going to be one of the tougher ones, though, to get.
Non mi fermo più.
Alright, we got the Viper and the mech on level
Da
ground.
sparare.
We'll use Serial. See if we can get them both. Especially that mech. He poses a danger to a couple different soldiers out there. Okay, we get this Viper. Excellent.
Ne volete ancora?
Got another shot. Take out the mech. Excellent. Alright, good. Good, good, good.
Per voi.
None of these 3 guys can be one-shotted. But Fanfire can do some pretty significant damage, so we'll go with that.
Al prezzo di uno.
Let's use Ghosts. 2 Templars are better than 1.
Live again through me.
We have to pick up some focus for our original Templar.
Roger that.
I'd love to get a mind control here.
Reno. Kill.
Oh, how nice. Okay, good, good. Let's get rid of these guys. Or at least do some damage to them. We can take care of 3 in 1. If they don't move. I would imagine that the Archon would probably get killed on this turn. Nice.
Espero que valga la pena.
Right, we'll move her back just to keep her protected. And keep the commander out of harm's way as well. And we'll Overwatch. I'm sure we'll get incoming. And hopefully it's an avatar. Yep, that's exactly what we get, and that's good.
Adventist here.
So the table's set. Of course, he goes into really deep cover. Oh man, he killed my ghost. I didn't even get to use him. Oh, my Archon's dead. Good shot. Man, they're putting on some shooting skills for a change. That's good. This is not as good. And this is not good either. Klein once again in a very bad position. But she does have a shot at the avatar. Before we do this, I don't think I can freeze more than one. I can't do some damage to both these mechs. Let's do that first. And then decide what we want to do with the second move. Let's freeze the avatar. Good. We gotta move Deadeye out of the way. She does have a shot. Excellent. Good one. We'll just keep chipping away. The guys on the left-hand side of the map are starting to bug me a little bit. Might not be a bad idea to throw a mimic beacon. Move Dolly a little closer to the center of the map so she's got
I can handle
more
that.
opportunity to hit the avatar when he teleports somewhere else. Throw her in concealment so she's not threatened by any of those enemies around her.
Got it.
I'd love him to be able to, well, that was a misclick. Or an overrun, either one.
Dominating X-ray.
Alright, this is guaranteed damage. Excellent. Okay, we're way too short. I want to save that Shred Storm for the Avatar. Let's go ahead and heal Klein.
Modo médico.
I mean, she could get one-shotted right now. Let's avoid that. Don't think we can reach, no. Yeah, let's throw that mimic beacon now. And occupy that side of the map for at least a couple of shots. We got a lot of work to do yet. He doesn't have a shot, but he does have that grenade. Freezing him at that distance away was probably not the right move. I wanted him to teleport closer to somebody, but because he's frozen, he's not doing that. But we are getting some damage in on him, so every little bit helps, I suppose.
Moving out.
Commander is hanging out there in half cover. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and give him a protocol. And we'll overwatch. And we got more visitors. Archons. And a gatekeeper. Oh, jeez. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He should have been shooting at the mimic beacon. Oh, and poison too. Jeez. Yeah, he had clear sight of that mimic beacon. He should have shot at that, not tongue grabbed her. That's gonna hurt. Oh no, he's gonna use suppression. Wow, okay. I'll take that. Man, he could have done some serious damage on the psyop. Okay.
Kann ich denken! sanguinando! Sterben! Sie sollen alle sterben!
Haven't been able to get the Templar. Haven't really been able to get full use out of him in this, and I'm not sure why. He gave up a lot of focus on the ghost, but gotta get him out of there and get him into cover.
Aye, aye. Incoming fire.
Okay, let's do some damage on this avatar. It's a great opportunity. It'll go through that thing he's standing behind and do some damage.
Sharper?
Excellent. Oh wow, that's really good. That took over half of what he had left. And he moves into a position where we can actually get a shot at him. If I move Dolly, she's going to get revealed. But that 61% is just not enough. And the rapid fires makes it worse. Yeah, I can't do that. I've got to move closer and reveal her. Can't forget about Deadeye either. God, I wish I could do something with the Templar. I'd like to get rid of him because suppression annoys the crap out of me. Let's see what she can do with this. Just a little far away, but if we can move her closer. This could do some really significant damage to him. Okay. And we will hit Deadeye with this shot. But at this point, I don't know that we care. We just want to hit that avatar. Excellent. And we killed the Viper that was holding on to Deadeye. She's down to 1 health point. And he's down to 3. If I can get the commander in a position to get a hit on him, we might be done. Let's run him across. And use Dimensional Rift and see if we can't end this right here. Alright, let's do it. Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Without the Elder stabilizing the bionic network, everything's going haywire.
Alright, I'm going to turn this down. We've all seen this. I'm going to do a recap of the entire campaign next. But let's talk about this mission and how things went. The second half, anyway. If I had to do it over again, I would have done something to combat the mind control. That definitely created a problem. But honestly, all in all, we had a pretty decent group of soldiers, and we had some really good weapons left for this part of the mission. So honestly, it did work out. I mean, we had a couple injuries, but no kills that we took. We had everybody survived, and we finished. I've played an Ironman campaign before at commander level and made it through, but winning your first legend level, I gotta tell you, I'm kind of speechless, to be honest with you. I did not think I'd be able to pull it off. I've watched hundreds, if not thousands, of missions at legend level by other players. I never thought I'd be able to do it. But honestly, this was pretty cool. Like I said, I'll talk more about the campaign as a whole in our epilogue. But as far as this mission went and this episode went, we did it. We did it, and that's really all we were looking to do. What a great game, and what a what a frustratingly fun time it was to get through it. We will break everything down as far as statistics go, and enemies and different missions, and where we did things right and where we did things wrong. And I did a lot of things wrong, and that I want to change in my next one. Of course, we'll also talk a little bit about what we're going to do on our next season. But for now, consider this one completed, and we'll recap it later. If you liked this mission, please leave us a like. If you'd like to subscribe, by all means, please subscribe. We've got another season coming, and we'd love to have you join us for the beginning of that. In the meantime, I am Krabby Game Guy, and I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks.